And I'm trying not to laugh because I don't want to disrespect the performers, because one dude like hit a high note, and I didn't want to be disrespectful. But the Palace Theater is like the oldest theater, and you could tell when you sit down, the benches will kill you because you're sitting there and it's like no cushion seats. It's like, really? I spent a lot of money to come here. You couldn't put cushions on the seats? But anyway, it's a really nice theater. I don't know. I really don't know. I remember one time I seen like a magician perform, and he's like, I hear something. I hear voices. And it's like, you're the only one talking on stage. But he was a jerk though. He wanted an assistant on the a kid to help him perform a trick, and I was like raising my hand, and he saw me. He's like, "Not you, the kid behind you." I was like, I wanted to flip him off. I was just like, "You piece of shit." And he was like, "I'll give you," and he was like talking to his kids like, "I have these rings, and including after the performance, I have an autographed photo." And it's just like, I wouldn't want your fucking photo, you piece of shit. It's like, anyway, I didn't care. Got to see Bugs Bunny though. That was fun. So, anyway, the fields of the east of the amusement park. This perhaps is the largest scale of ghost hunt I have ever been involved with. We had many more investigations participate, thus able to cover more locations. That happened to me too. I know, right? Don't you hate magicians who are like egotistical individuals? And it's like, you're not even like the other magicians. You're not. Who is the one dude that made the Statue of Liberty disappear? And I never forgave him for that one. David Copperfield, I think it was. I guess, I don't know. Anyway, we covered more locations, all of us, all with a reputation of being haunted. Clip number 1 is recorded by Greg. I don't know who Greg is. In the Palace Theater lobby. I've been in that. I have to find a photo of it. I don't think it's haunted, because I walked in there and it's like, if it's cold, the air conditioning is most likely on, and that shit place is cold. The first voice is a female investigator saying, "Okay, here is what you can do." Following the female EVP, a voice is saying, "Stop it, stop it, stop it." I'm doing my reenactment, by the way, so. Before Greg speaks at the end of the clip, no one heard this voice at the time it was being recorded. I've been in the Palace Theater. I purchased tickets to concerts, so I got to see my favorite band, Need to Breathe, perform. I never heard anyone say stop it, unless a kid is being a dick. Then the parents probably had the right to yell, stop it, stop it. Unless it's my spirit trying to stop my family from seeing a stupid musical show, then stop it, stop it. Have you ever been to like one of those like musical shows and you had to hear a song that you just hated? I mean, nothing tops the one where I got to see Bugs Bunny sing Jump, Van Halen's Jump. I mean, that was the greatest experience of my life to see. Bugs fucking Bunny singing Jump by Van Halen. That was amazing. It was an amazing show. I gave it 5 stars. Just for that song. They should do like a Bugs Bunny cover song of like all great songs. Have Bugs Bunny voice actors sing every good song, including from Van Halen's Jump to Rob Zombie's Never Gonna Stop. I know it's crazy to say that, but... And also put in Elmer Fudd's song, Grilled Cheese. That was a great song. The second clip is captured on the Mine Train Transfer House. Mine Train. Why is it always a mine train? It's like Six Flags Over Texas said it's haunted. The mine train's haunted, then this mine train's haunted. What is it everyone haunting the mine train? Leave the mine train alone. Leave it alone. Let it be itself. Anyway, the voice recorder was left running unattended in the voice activation mode. It captured a single female EVP, which can be heard saying, "She's in here." By the way, that's not the voice. That's just me being. You know. Third clip is recorded by Ken, also in the transfer house during an EVP session. A male EVP is captured in the haunted house, which is once the transfer house of the old mine train. I think I did post a video where it was like the old mine train, or the car, the old mine train stuff. Looks like it's going to rain any second, because clouds are darkened, which is creepy. Clip 5. Greg captures his EVP saying Betty in the Bugs Bunny National Outdoor Park. I thought when I first read that it said like Betty and Bugs Bunny's voice. I think like shit, that would have been amazing. There is no one present named Betty. Oh well, ain't that creepier? I never when I look at these stories and stuff, I don't know whether to believe them or not, because it's like ZVP voices. It's like anyone can really doctor them and mess with them to make it sound like you want it to say. I like this one. Clip 7. This is the weirdest of the EVP ever recorded in the Empire Theater. The faint voices in the background and the investigation are the investigators speaking. The EVP voice, a loud male voice, is speaking in unrecognizable gibberish. I'll confess that was me. That was me there. I was speaking gibberish, trying to reach someone out there. That was me, by the way, the gibberish. This one cracks me up. Clip 9. 2 separate locations in the fields of the stench of death. Or as I call it, my bathroom. After my co-host uses the bathroom in there, uses her litter box in the bathroom, it does become the stench of death. I cleaned out her litter box and I was gagging for air. I never imagined a kitten would be so smelly. I mean, I was just gagging, yeah. I love that cat dearly. She's my daughter. But she stinks. She is just good Lord. I have never imagined a cat would just be that awful using a litter box. I mean, my one cat, Cooper, may he rest in peace. I bought every freaking litter box that would block odor and smell, and when I bring it home, he will look at it and be like, that is a challenge to beat. And he would go into the litter box after I fill it up with the new litter, use it, and he beat it. He would go to the bathroom, and he would just walk away strutting, and all of a sudden you got this big puff of bad odor. And it just stunk. I don't know what the hell that cat ate, but man, he would just stink up a litter box like no one's business. Sorry I had to tell that story, but it's the truth. It's a true story. They're bringing NCIS back for another season? Oh, God. I didn't understand the last NCIS episode. Today's searches. Try searching for. I don't know why my cat uses my computer. Like, dinner recipes, funny cat videos, jobs hiring near me, dog breeds, how to make French toast. I don't want any of those. I'm happy where I'm at. And I know my dogs, so. Anyway. Night Terrors. I seen this one documentary. I gotta talk about this one. I seen this documentary last night. After I watched my niece perform the national anthem, I watched part of the ball game, and I just mainly watched my niece do the national anthem and all that. But I put on this documentary. I heard like people talking about this documentary, and it's called The Nightmare, and it only made $100 at the box office at Sundance. This movie is called The Nightmare, and it is a very creepy documentary. And it's about people who are suffering from sleep paralysis and the phenomenon where people find themselves temporarily unable to move, speak, or react to anything while they are falling asleep or awakening. Occasionally, the sleep paralysis will be accompanied by physical experiences of hallucinations that potentially are terrifying the individual. Rodney Asher, the director, interviews each participant, then recreates their experience with professional actors. I've seen this, and it is like a creepy documentary. It's on Netflix. If you have Netflix, I recommend it. It is a very creepy documentary. Especially the beginning. The beginning, if I remember correctly, it's about this dude talking about when he was a kid, and his mom gave him a bath, and he's like waiting in the living room, and the news is on there, and he talks about how the news reporter reporting the news is like talking directly to him, which is like creepy. And ever since then, seeing that, I have not watched the news in a while. That just was like freaky. Because, like the way things are, you don't know what can happen now. And I especially don't want Chris Cuomo talking to me. I mean, that dude's scary as shit, but, especially when he looks at the camera like a deer in headlights, you're just like, back the fuck off, dude. So, it is just like, and the documentary is a really good one. They don't talk to like medical professionals or scientists or doctors.